Well, I'd like to welcome all of you to Living in Light Church, because Living in Light Church sounds a lot better than Living in Dark Church. Doesn't it? Yeah, Living in Light, yeah. So that's one of the reasons why I picked that name. It's like, I like that. I like that name. So we've been here for over 3 years now. So that's good. We have coffee and hot tea and chocolate stuff, and water, regular water, if you're interested in that, so partake of that. The bathrooms are all the way over to the left in the left building, which are now unlocked. And if you have a cell phone, you might want to put it on silent or turn it off even so it doesn't disturb us. And we have a healing book in the back, and that healing book is where you put names for people that can't make it here, but we can send healing energy to them anyway. We were supposed to be scheduled to do billets, but because it's kind of on the light side, I think we'll just do spirit messages instead. So, and now we will move on to, I'm going to have everybody rise as we sing our opening hymnal, which is going to be The Beautiful Isle of Somewhere on page 28. And I think somebody already knows that. Somebody does. Page 28. Somewhere the sun is shining, somewhere the songbirds dwell. Lost in my sad repining, God lives and all is well. Somewhere, beautiful isle of somewhere. Land of the true, where we live anew. Beautiful isles of somewhere. Somewhere the day is longer. Somewhere the task is done. Somewhere the heart is stronger. Somewhere the burden won. Somewhere, beautiful isle of somewhere, land of the true, where we live anew. Beautiful isle of somewhere, somewhere the load is lifted. Love's by an open gate. Somewhere the clouds are lifted. Somewhere the angels wait. Somewhere, beautiful isle of somewhere. Land of the true, where we live anew. Beautiful isles of somewhere. Infinite Spirit, all-pervading love, you who are beauty, the light, and the wisdom of life, we pray that all of us assembled here today may be responsive to the rays of spiritual light, that each heart may be open as a flower to the sunlight, and that the expansion of love within, we may contact the realms of truth and power. Give to our waiting hearts the gift of understanding. Amen. You may now be seated. So we're going to move on to the reading of the principles, which also happen to be in your hymnal books. And we'll be reciting this together on the first page. Starting with number 1, we believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact scientifically proven by the phenomenon of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We affirm the moral responsibility of individuals and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are divine attributes proven through mediumship. We will now move on to the healing portion of our service. And we have the healing book in the back. And as part of the healing service, we'll be singing the healing hymn and reciting the healing prayer. I then asked our healers to station themselves at the healing chair, and you are free to come up and get hands-on healing. And please be aware that healing is about the working energy provided by Spirit, who has chosen the mediums in order to send their healing energies through. And in order to become certified, oh wait, Charles, Avery, you're on the list. You're not a commissioned healer yet? I think you were.
I got all my certifications. I'm just waiting for people to approve me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So remain seated as we sing the hymn on page 109. He healeth me. There it is. He healeth me, O blessed heart, O words with heavenly comfort fraught. Whate'er I do, where'er I be, still 'tis God's love that healeth me. Lord, I would feel thy life in mine, to thrill my soul with love divine, to bind me closer still to thee, since 'tis thy love that healeth me. And don't put those books away yet. It's on the first page or the last page, depending on your book. We have the healing prayer that we will recite together. And reciting it together, I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help, and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. Amen. I now ask our healers to station themselves at the chairs, the healing chairs, and you're free to come on up to get a hands-on healing if you like. Hands are the focal point of spiritual energy coming from the spirit world and passing through the healer's hands into the one requesting to be healed. And it is helpful for the one in need to be mindful of the gift being shared and to think of themselves as being restored by this action. So for the rest of us, we will be doing a meditation. And I believe this is the healing one. I saw it earlier. No, it's not that one. Yes, the self-healing meditation. So I'd ask you to begin by closing your eyes and breathing regularly. be aware that the air you are taking in and the depleted air being expelled. Notice the regular rhythm of your breathing. Focus on that breathing. This is an exchange of fresh air and old air. Your body is taking in the oxygen and remove the waste of depleted air. Now, take what we would call a power breath, a deep intake of air to fill the lungs, holding it for a moment, and then slowly exhaling. You are now increasing the oxygen level in your blood. Take another long, deep breath and hold it a moment, then slowly release it. Whatever mild concern that your brain has had when you're breathing, it is now relaxed and content. Your body now begins to follow suit and starts to relax. Feel the tension leaving your body as those muscles relax. You are now receptive to the visualizations you create within your own mind. This is valid imagery, a created reality that may not exist in the material world, but is completely recognized in the spirit world. The healing chair is now open. You now begin to hear waves of the ocean. The ebb and flow of water as it rolls onto the beach and then slides back to collect in the main body of water. You are aware that you are laying on a beach and the sun warms your face and the ocean breeze keeps you cool. Spirit friends are strolling on the beach and they ask you to join them. You rise up to meet them, but are suddenly stopped. There are chains about you that prevent you from going any further. You are shackled to big blocks of cement. They are big and heavy and have labels on them. Some say pain, some say disease, some say grief, and some say jealousy. Any number of labels that indicate your ailments, your discomfort, your uneasiness. You cannot join your spirit friends because of these disorders. Luckily, this is a healing meditation, and you need help. You then notice the spirits are looking up. So you look up to where they are looking and see a rainbow in the sky above. It is a gorgeous view with sparkles running through all the colors of the light. This rainbow, you notice now, is descending. It's getting closer and closer to you. It descends upon you with all these colors of light washing through you. It feels like a warm, billowy cotton against your body. You begin to warm and can feel the sparkles as they undulate throughout your body. This is a cleansing of all that is ill. The pains you carry in life begin to dissipate. The illnesses begin to shrink. Whatever malady you suffer from begins to melt away. Whatever label society deems you are, they melt away. You can feel yourself healing. And notice that you're beginning to feel better. To confirm this, you can hear the clanking of chains and see they are falling from you. Those blocks of cement no longer have any power over you, and you are free of them. You are free to move. The possibilities are now open to you. The cement blocks are stuck in the sand and cannot join you. Leave them behind. Focus on what is ahead of you. Bless your body and your soul. And with this newfound strength, come back to this room feeling better and with conviction that you can heal yourself. Take a deep breath, hold it, and then slowly let it out as you open your eyes. And I will now get the healing list. I have a list for a tribute for people that have crossed over recently, and we have 2 members of our church that couldn't make it because they're going to the funeral for their grandchild has passed into spirit. And so then we ask that the other side receive them so that they can re-experience the joys of being on the other side. And for the healing list, I'd like to recite the names and think of this healing energy touching each person as I read their names. So we ask that these people receive the healing energies that are needed in order to restore them back to perfect health. I would also ask that we recognize the children of this earth who need our healing, to the emergency responders, to the doctors and nurses, and to those in need, sending healing energy to all of them. This concludes the healing portion of our service, and the healers are free to sit when they are done performing their healing. I would like to remind you that some of our healers are trained to become commissioned healers and require a minimum of 3 affidavits. But Avery, you've already submitted yours.
I've already submitted
Okay.
mine. Just wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to announce our speaker today. I wonder who that is. I
I'm
wonder
not
who
too
that
sure.
is.
I wonder if they're here.
Our minister in training, Avery Babon, will be giving us a talk today, an inspirational talk. And so, I'm going to be interested to hear that.
Yeah.
But before we do that, we will sing one more hymnal, and let's see. We need to keep practicing in the garden for ourselves, so I'm going to go with In the Garden on page 155.
While you guys do that, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Make sure you're back in time.
Yeah.
Okay, In the Garden on page 155. I come to the garden alone, while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the song of God discloses, and He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of His voice is so sweet, the birds hush their singing, and the melody that He gave to me within my heart is ringing. And He walks with me, and He talks with me, And he tells me I am his own. And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. I'd stay in the garden with him, though the night around me be falling, but he bids me go through the voice of love. His voice to me is calling, and he walks with me and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. And now I'd like to introduce Avery, who's going to be giving us the talk. Yeah.
All right. I'm not late, am I?
Nope.
All right, family. Hello. Welcome to Living in Light. I am so grateful to be up here as always to give a speech. I used to be nervous, but no need to be nervous anymore, right? I don't think anybody's going to move me off the stage or anything. So today I want to invite you all on a journey. Let's go out on a journey. A journey into the heart of nature and into the heart of spirit. You see, the two are not separate, as a matter of fact. Nature and spiritualism flow together, like a river, finding its way back to the ocean. When we pause long enough to notice, we discover that every tree, every bird, and every breath of wind is part of the same great conversation between the earth and the soul. The spiritual language of nature is when we walk through a forest, we are not just walking amongst trees. We are walking through living temples. We are walking, each branch is a prayer lifted towards the sky. Each root is a reminder of the grounding we need in our own lives. The rivers, the oceans, they are the veins of the earth, carrying life, cleansing, renewing. When we sit by the water, our spirits soften, our anxieties release, because water whispers of flow, surrender, and trust. It's very true. Even the smallest things, like a butterfly pausing on a flower, remind us that transformation is not only possible, but necessary. From the caterpillar's cocoon to the butterfly's wings, we are reminded that the soul, too, can evolve. But here are the keys. Spirit shows itself through these natural signs, but only if we are paying attention. A rainbow after a storm, is it just a rainbow? A bird landing on your feet, boy, I bet that would tickle. I've never had that happen to me before. The sudden fragrance of flowers on the wind. These are not accidents, they really aren't. They are Spirit's gentle reminder that I am here and you are loved. Keep going. So, think about what nature teaches us. Nature teaches us patience. When trees grow, do you think they are in a hurry to get taller, or older, or wiser? Trees do not rush their growth. They stand rooted for decades, sometimes centuries, quietly becoming. Resilience. After the harshest winters, the flowers bloom again in spring. Life persists, reminding us that after loss, there is renewal. Interconnectedness. A forest thrives because every being within it plays its part. The soil, the fungi, the plants, and the animals. Likewise, our souls thrive when we recognize that we are all connected, part of one divine web of existence. And when we are spiritually awake, we begin to notice how often Spirit reaches for us through nature. A sudden gust of wind, may confirm the very thought we're having. A feather on the path may be an answer to prayer. These moments are not coincidences. They're actually conversations. And if you just pay a little bit more attention to it, you will actually listen to it. You will actually hear it. Believe it or not, sometimes Spirit will actually throw things at you. Well, not necessarily throw things at you. That kind of hurt, especially depending on what it is. But, you know, maybe you'll walk in front of 10 feathers. You're like, okay, this is definitely a sign from so and so. The healing power of nature. Science tells us that time in nature reduces stress, heals the body, and restores the mind. Spiritualism goes even further. It reminds us that nature restores the soul. One of the things that my friend Rex and I like to do to de-stress is actually go on hikes, take walks around in nature and stuff like that, and to kind of like slow down and just be aware of what's around us, be aware of the surroundings. And if your week has been so stressful, and then you go on a hike and stuff like that in nature, and you see all these things, you forget very quickly about your stress, believe it or not. So, not long ago, I went hiking with a close friend. We were climbing a trail that seemed endless. I mean, it could have gone on. We could have been doing this for like 20 years or something. Just kidding. My legs were super tired, my breath was short, and I was focused only on how far we had left to go. My friend stopped, looked around and said, "You're missing it. Look at what's around you." I paused for the first time that day and noticed the sunlight filtering through the trees. I actually have a video and a picture of the sunlight. It's so powerful. The sound of water running nearby and the smell of pine in the air. In that moment, it felt as if Spirit itself had whispered, "The journey is the destination." The journey is the destination. That small shift changed everything. The mountain hadn't changed. It was still tiring, but my awareness had. And that's the gift of nature. It reminds us to slow down, to breathe, and to pay attention, because Spirit is always there waiting to be noticed. Another time I sat by the ocean during a season in my life when I felt very overwhelmed. And I felt like I couldn't get anything done or achieve anything. I loved the sound of the ocean just crashing up against the walls. You know, that sound, there's something about that. And also looking up at the tide, you know, seeing that big huge wave of water crashing and retreating. After a while, I realized that the ocean wasn't fighting against the waves. I'll say it again. The ocean wasn't fighting against the waves. Why do we fight against everything in this life? Well, not everything, but most things in our lives. We like to make things difficult. It wasn't resisting. It simply moved with them, absorbing them, and then releasing them. And in a moment, I understood Spirit was teaching me through the water. My worries were like waves. They could rise, they would fall. But they didn't have to drown me. Does that make sense? The realization only came because I sat still and paid attention. Spirit was there the whole time, hiding in plain sight, speaking through the water. Makes you not want to drink water anymore, doesn't it? No, kidding. Bringing nature and spirit into daily life. So how do we bring this union into our daily lives? Really quickly, I want to say that a lot of the songs that we sang today and our principles, declaration of principles, they all reminded me of the speech that I was giving today. I think it was the 9th principle. I can't remember it by heart, but I believe it was. The door to reformation is never closed against any soul here or hereafter. It made me think, because no matter where you are, the door to the spirit world is never closed. You can speak with spirit, you can speak to your loved ones at any time. Start your mornings with nature, even just for a few minutes outside with your feet on the ground. Can align your spirit for the day. My friend tried to teach me how to do this. He was like, take your shoes and socks off and walk around the grass barefoot. I was like, nah, I don't think I'd like to do that. I want to get my feet dirty and everything. Treat time in nature is a sacred time. A walk is not just an exercise. It is a form of meditation and a spiritual practice. It really is. And there's benefits in walking too. Offer gratitude. When you see a tree, thank it. Give it a hug. Give it a kiss. No, I'm just joking. You don't want that. When you hear birdsong, acknowledge it as a gift. Gratitude opens the heart to receive more spiritual wisdom. And most of all, pay attention. Spirit is always speaking to us. Through the rustle of leaves, through the sparkle of sunlight on water, through the sudden stillness of the air. The question is, are we listening? So family, nature and spiritualism are not separate paths at all. They're all one. Everything that we do in life is spiritualism. It's just all part of our life lesson, part of that school. To walk in nature is to walk in spirit. Honor nature is to honor the divine. When we open our hearts to the earth, we open our hearts to the universe itself. The trees are our teachers. The rivers are healers. The skies are reminders of infinite possibility. Spirit is always revealing itself through nature, but it is up to us to pause, to notice, and to receive the message. May we walk gently upon this earth, not just as travelers, but as spiritual beings who recognize that nature is not outside of us. It is within us. Thank you.
Whoa. Well said.
Oh, another story I need to tell. No, I'm just joking.
Jeez. thank you for reminding us about nature. Nature has things to teach us. And I notice that when I go out into nature, to a park, something like that, and all the trees, I feel good. I'm not thinking about problems. And I think part of that has to do with the fact that the trees are alive and they exude energy. They have energy, and you're walking through that energy, so you're picking up on their energy. So thank you for that. Let's see.
It's really interesting before you go on.
Yes.
It's like when you really pay attention and listen, you'll actually hear birds sing songs
Oh, yes.
a lot louder than you would if you're not paying attention.
Oh, I've noticed that too. I used to ride my bike a lot, and I would just ride and then get to my destination. That was it. And then towards the end of my bike riding career, what do you call it, hobby, I would stop halfway through and I'd find a park bench and I'd just sit there. Now, when you first get there, the birds and the animals are kind of leery of you. Just sit there. And after a couple of minutes, you start noticing things, like the birds go back to normal. I saw a river otter with its baby suddenly come out. I was like, I would have never seen that if I just kept on riding. It's like, oh, look at that. It came out and they went up the creek. Wow. So I would have never noticed that before. So, and that's happened at other times too. You just sit there for a couple of minutes and then nature resumes its business. So, thank you.
They feel that your energy is good.
Yeah.
So continue on with it.
Well, now we come to the love offering. So I would like to thank you for offering donations to our church so we can keep it going, and we have other expenses from time to time. So let's see. Okay. Infinite Spirit, in the spirit of unconditional love, we give thanks for the generous gifts that we have received in this day. This offering will work to ensure that we continue to gather in your name. May these supporters also receive abundance in their own lives. And we ask that you bless this gift, this congregation, and this church. Let it blossom as the sunflowers do so well. Amen. Amen. Now we move on to announcements. Our church is now on Meetup. It's like I got us on Meetup now, so that if you go to Meetup, you're looking, oh, what kind of church? There's a spiritualist church around. I don't know. We're there now. There's a schedule. Yes. So Spirit has told us to try that for a year. If it doesn't work, then go with something else. So we'll give it a year and see what happens. See if we can get the congregation up. Also, the mediumship circle is going to be starting up again. This is a mediumship work that's done online through Zoom. Reverend Sandy Decker is going to start it up again in October. And I happen to have a sign-up sheet. So if anyone's interested in signing up for that, with this information here, if you've already done this in the past, you don't need to, because she has your contact information. But if this is something you're interested in, I have sign-up sheets. So I'll put that here. Yeah, you're part of that. So October it starts up again. The Reverend Robert Leisney will be hosting the trance mediumship, what would we call it? Well, it's going to replace our spirit messages. So the next service that we have, which will be on the 21st, once we finish up basically with the announcements, we're going to be ending the service, and then we're going to put the chairs in a circle, because it's going to be more intimate. We're not going to be recording that. And if you have questions, you can ask of Spirit directly, because she'll go into trance, so that'll be nice. And I would think of to write down a question, maybe a question to think of, rather than, oh, I can't think of anything. Then the service becomes shorter. So just let you know that's happening next Sunday. Okay. Also, we hold our weekly seances on Wednesday nights. It's the private one. And Spirit has told us that there's an earthquake coming. There's an earthquake coming. It's like, okay, we don't know when, but there's an earthquake coming. And so I put brackets on shelves, and I've taken heavy things, put them down low. Then in our last service, they said, the earthquake is here. It's coming. It could happen at any time. They still don't know when, but now it's very close. So just a heads up for everyone. If you have something that's heavy on the shelf and you want to take that down, if you're out of water, you might want to get a case of water, just because usually the power goes out, and I don't know what's going to happen with the water supply. When we had our quake in '89, the power was out for about 24 hours, and then all of a sudden came back on again. Yay! Now we can clean up. We were expecting that the same thing's going to happen this time because they said it's not going to be bad. The earthquake's not going to be bad. It's not going to be bad here. They didn't say where else it was going to be bad. They said it's not going to be bad here, so we should be good. So
Hayward Fault.
yeah, good. Well, we don't know. We don't.
I don't know if they want the Hayward Fault going on, because the Hayward Fault is definitely...
Yeah, it'll come through here, but just a heads up that something's coming. So you can do little things to prevent more damage. I also work in another church one day a week, and I've taken their stuff. They have a bunch of stuff stacked up. I put it on the floor because I don't want to clean up that mess when they wake up.
Will they actually make you clean all that? Like if there was an
Well, I'm the only one that's in the office.
Oh, yeah.
So I go into the office. It's like somebody else is in there once a month. I'm in there once a week, and so nothing happens in there. But anyway, just a heads up. So if there's something you think you can do to minimize damage, I would do that. Okay, we're going to move on to what had been billet readings, but we're switching over to spirit messages. Did anybody write anything down in there? Did anybody write it down? Okay, good. All right. So we will move on to spirit messages then. And since I'm standing up here, I will go first. Okay. So I asked to connect to the Spirit to send messages. And I'm going to go to Avery first.
Okay.
And I can see your name, and there's a V. The V in your name, it's big. It's growing big. It's like victory, big V for victory. So you have, I mean, it's really big. It's really getting big. So you're doing good work.
Good.
You're doing work. You're moving along. And then I see a snail. That means the work is going slowly. You know, there's a big V. Yeah, you're really getting there. You're getting there. But it's slow. It's slow. It's like just going slow along. So you're going to be impatient, but you're going along. You're going along. You're still like climbing the ladder very slowly. Think of a snail climbing the ladder. It's going to take forever to get to the top of the ladder.
Maybe I should say put a rocket on it.
Yeah, really? Oh, okay. You gotta modify it? Yeah, put a spring on there or something? But yeah, so I see that you're going in the right direction. Things are going to be good. You're just going to have patience.
Thank you.
You're going to have patience. And what else? I was seeing rain, and I'm seeing the raindrops come down, but there's bubbles in it, like soap bubbles. Soap bubbles mixed in with the rain. Cleaning. Scrubbing. Something's being cleansed from above. What does that mean? Can I get something else? Now I'm getting a rag, so there's some cleaning going on. Okay, what are we cleaning? I see you cleaning your car, cleaning the inside of your home. Wow, okay, what is maintenance, but it's really about you. It's not really your car or your place. It's about you. It's maintenance for yourself. Taking care of yourself. We had sort of a discussion about that last week with you. If you have a hard time saying no, you need to take care of yourself. So I think it's a confirmation of that. You need to stand up for yourself, take care of yourself. And that's the message that I have.
Thank you.
I'm going to go to because the green just stands out for me. We're talking about nature.
Green is usually money too.
I don't think of it as money. Just on a side note, I used to work for a slot machine company, and yeah, we're doing art for slot machines, and they say stay away from the color green. I was like, why? Why stay away from the color green? They said because the Asians consider that jealousy, a symbol of jealousy. So don't use the green. Oh, okay.
Good to know.
Yeah. Oh, good to know. Yeah.
I'll just wear pink.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, well, what if we did a golf themed game? It's like the grass is green. When I close my eyes, I can still see your jacket. I still see the green, but the white part is kind of gotten furry, kind of cozy. It's like going around your neck. It's furry. It's like the fur's popped out of it. It's like, it's just cozy. I just think of the word cozy. It's something you can wrap your arms around, get nice and comfortable. You are comfortable with yourself. You are okay with yourself. I don't see problems for you. It's like you're living the way that you want. You're comfortable with that. You're in the right place, the right frame of mind. You're good. You're good. What else? I do see you dragging something behind you, like a wagon, like a little kid's wagon behind you, but there's something on there that's big and wide. And as you're walking, it's kind of a hindrance, something behind you. So after I got done saying you're good, everything's in the right place, there is one issue. There's one issue, and there's like a big flat board on there that's really too wide for the wagon, and so it's like you got to clear space in order to move around. It's not really heavy, it's just big. It's got sharp corners on there. You want to dump that. I see you suddenly just taking the wagon, flipping it up, and knocking that thing off. So you want to take care of that. So that whatever, I don't know what the issue is, but you have one little issue, and you need to dump it. Get rid of it. You don't need it. You don't need to be dragging that thing with you. Why are you dragging this thing with you? You don't want it. And that's what I have for you. I hope that makes sense, because I don't know what the issue is.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know.
Okay. Let's see. Can we go in a direction with this? People. It has to do with people. Relationships or something. Right, that's what I've got.
Okay.
Okay. Avery, would you like to come up?
Yeah, sure. All right. Well, it's good to be back up here. I had a message for you as well, so in a little bit I want to give you a message too, if that's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm open to anything.
All right.
Yeah.
Bob, you're not going to fire me for this now, are you? Okay, good. All right.
Messages are important.
Yes, they are. So let's see what I got. I was kidding, by the way. I know you did. It's really interesting because sometimes when you get up here, you kind of forget names. It's kind of weird. You do that for messages. I'm going to cut into your rate of vibration. I see your father. Your father's with you right now. And I feel like he's just kind of like on the side of you, on the father's side of the house. He's on the side of you and giving a big smile. I feel like he wasn't that way when he was in life, but he's kind of doing that now. Does that make sense to you? And it's like, so he's making up for lost times. Okay, and then the other thing he's doing is he's kind of like pushing you, and it feels more like it's pushing you away from something. Okay? It's definitely pushing you away from something. You needed to get away from the situation. Alright? And so, he's got your back. I feel like things are good for you. And love and blessings to you. That's all I have for right now. You may be able to expand upon that. Okay. Can I step into your rate of vibration now? All right. Hi there. When you're in my healing chair, a couple of things popped up. One was actually green coming through my hand. It's really interesting. And then the other side was kind of like a reddish or an orange coming through the other side. And then I kept seeing what looked like the heart monitor. Okay, to me, when I see the heart monitor, I want to question, or not question, but I want to say that either your heart is still good because the way it was beating, or it also resembles that you're calm at this moment. Would that resonate with you?
I've been running a lot, and that makes me happy.
Okay.
I'm having a little bit of ankle problem, but I'm okay. So,
Mm.
but, so yeah, I think I'm
Yeah.
calm. I mean, it's just, you know,
Mhm.
calmer.
Yeah.
Steady like that.
Okay. Well, hold on to that for me. I don't know where that goes. Sometimes I don't understand
Yeah.
what comes through. But it's something with the heart, and it feels like your heart is very healthy right now. I also got happy birthday. So I got a birthday cake. And I don't know if it's for your birthday or if it's for somebody else in your family. Do you have a mother who's passed on?
No, my grandma.
Okay, your grandmother. Okay.
I'm in November, she's in December.
Okay.
My 50th, I think it's, my 50th will be coming up in November.
Ah.
So,
Okay.
you know.
All right. Well, that's not too far away.
No.
No, it's not. No wonder why I saw a birthday cake. For me, when I see a birthday cake, usually it resembles a birthday, an anniversary, or to celebrate something. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. And I want to say that this felt like it was coming from the mother's side of the house, grandmother from the mother's side of the house. She had gray hair,
Yeah.
okay, and it was all around. And so that's what I'm seeing. And she gives you a lot of love, kisses you on the cheek, love and blessings. God bless you. All right. Keep going. Okay, Bob.
Sure.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Good, good. Okay, that's really interesting. I want to step in on what feels like a monthly rate of vibration for you. And what I'm actually seeing is a lot of colorful flowers, and a lot of picking of colorful flowers. Okay, and that. Keep going with where you're going. Okay. I see a pause symbol, and the pause resembles that you have been pausing on something in your life. So you took a pause on something, and that pause seems like it's been your writing.
Oh, yeah.
But it's okay because you have a lot going on.
Yeah.
You have other things going on.
I want to spend a couple days on it. All this other stuff.
Yeah. So, and then she's saying, "Thank you for taking care of your cousin.
Take care of what?
Thank you for taking care of your cousin."
Oh.
And then I'm seeing 4 cats.
Oh, 4. Not 5, 4.
Maybe you may only get 4. Maybe.
Okay.
Hopefully we have no problems with age over there. So, anyway, love and blessings.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. But one color that in particular that's coming through is like orange, bright orange. Okay, bright orange color. How does that resonate?
The only thing I can think of is recently I've seen flowers, orange flowers, and I was really attracted to them. Like, that is so beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what I can think of.
Okay. All right, perfect. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Love and blessings. God, that was so short. Well, let's get some readings to the spirits here. I'll give you a reading. You on YouTube there. Yes, you on YouTube. No.
They're leaving.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will now close this service. Oh, I'm ready. Let the spiritual energy that we receive today follow us throughout this week. Let us be receptive to our guide's messages and pay heed. Let us practice our beliefs each day. And may we stay on our life's path and take joy in doing well. Take joy in doing kind deeds. Take joy in knowing our truths. Amen. So thank you. Thank you all for joining us. And again, help yourself to some coffee.